All right, all, welcome back. Today we'll be starting a new series on a different LWC that we will be building from scratch, and that is actually going to be useful in production. So just to recap, what I'm trying to do with these series is kind of do it in a live coding format. So it's not going to just show you the end result, but I kind of want to show you step by step on how I develop something from a user story, from a blank slate, all the way up to something that you could deploy into production. With that, I will go straight into this path component redo. What we want to do here is make the path component useful. Okay, so we're all familiar with the out-of-the-box path component. This is a very nice UI element. People want to click it, it's right in your face, it's simple. But for most use cases, except for the simplest ones, it doesn't have the functionality that you need, right? So I would consider this a trash component, specifically for leads and opportunities. So whenever you move like an opportunity from stage to stage, usually there's some required fields or some validations that are hit when you move from one stage to another. And so when you go ahead and hit those things, you're gonna have to go back to the opportunity detail page, edit those fields, save, and then update the stage. So I would say it's wholly unuseful except for the simplest use cases. I think we can do better. But before I even go into that, I know that there is the coaching portion of this. You could just click this arrow here. Something will pop down that shows you the key fields for the stage or status. Gives you some guidance. But again, it's a little bit better, but still not great. So I would also consider this trash. So why is it still trash? The way that Salesforce has implemented this is always collapsed, right? So say you open the coaching on a specific opportunity, you fill in those fields, everything is saved, you refresh the page, the path is then collapsed again, and you have to remember to click that little arrow to get the coaching. Not a great user experience, in my opinion. Of course, you could save the user preference at a global level. If that preference is remembered, then every single time you go to a page, if you have expanded that coaching section, it's going to remain expanded until you collapse it again. And that path takes up a lot of real estate. If you don't really need to move stages, then all that real estate is sort of wasted, right? So, the best thing to do here is actually to only open up that coaching section when you're interacting with the path. So hint, hint, that's what we're going to do. Just to finish this off, the last couple of bullet points. The other bad thing about the coaching is you can only select static fields for update, and you could only have 5. Salesforce doesn't give you any ability to customize that coaching section beyond what they give you, which is very, very annoying. Okay, so let's make one that doesn't suck. All right, so the two things that I really want to do here is I want to have the coaching expanded only upon clicking of the path item, right? If you're not interacting with that path, don't expand it. When you are interacting with the path, then you should have the coaching expanded because if you don't, then the path is pretty useless if all you could do is change the stage. All right, so I'm going to start with just going to the LDS website and I'm going to look at what the space path looks like. And I'm just going to basically copy this code. Just take my copied and pasted code. Let's go ahead and save this. So let's go ahead and place this on the actual page. But just to see it, let's go ahead and put it on the record page. Now I'll go here. I'll edit this page here. And there you go. It doesn't look terrible. And how do I get local dev in here? And cool. All right, obviously we got to do some padding here. And I think there's too much padding on the top because that's what Lightning Card gives you. So I think we're going to have to do another custom component. Sort of annoying, but the card is simple. Card, SLDS, cards. All right, let's just do this, do that. You can go into the card body. We will not have a footer. And then we'll just make this a slot. And then we can use this card in here. F2, see that card. Ah, cool, much better. So clean. Great. Now, what can we do to make this a little bit more dynamic? I think the first thing we need to do here is have these path items be a property. And for now, let's just go ahead and have a label and a value. Contact it. Okay. And then within here, oh, yay. Great. All right, so the component is showing up, but obviously we have a lot of things wrong here. Okay, that looks better. Cool. And so obviously I can't make this dynamic without doing a whole bunch of stuff to this path item. So I think at this point, I mean, it's kind of early in the game, but moving the rendering of each path item into a separate component is probably the way to go. So we could do create line component based path item. And this will take as an API the path item. And then from here, we can pass in c-path, base path item, base path item. Yes. And all of this can go into here. We don't need this key anymore, but we will need the key here. That value, yes, yes. And then this HTML here. Let's go ahead and do li CSS. Sorry, li classes. Classes. And do that. And then get li classes dot join. Yes. So now we had that. And I think this probably has to do with the CSS, right? How to fix this? I wonder if there's anything with path items. How did you do it? This what? Okay, the output is right. Using the lightning progress indicator. All right, let's look at lightning progress indicator. What is this? Okay. Okay. Maybe I could just use this. Let's save this off. Simple card. Add base path and base path item using SLDS. Okay, let's do that for now. But then, say I now open a new branch. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just use my terminal. Yes, good. Check out. This should be lightning progress indicator. Indicator research. Let's change all this. So let us go ahead and remove all this. And let's use the lightning progress indicator. Okay, yeah, let's just use this one. And here are my path items. And so template for each of these. Then I have a lightning progress Waiting progress step. I don't even know if that's right. So label, value, and key. Label, value is equal to path item dot value, and add the key. The current step, let's just make it contacted. Ah, voila. That's nice. That's very nice. I like it. What today I learned. Refactor base path to use lightning progress star base components. Oh, box comp now that's nice. Now thing is progress. Can I use coaching? So that's where the problem lies. I cannot use coaching because like what do I have here? This is all sort of a black box to me on how this is rendered. I have SLDS path, but I cannot have this has coaching because this guy here is within the scroller container. Now what if I have it outside? I guess I can see what happens. So I guess I would need a div, actually a span, right? Well, I guess I could use a div class is equal to DS. Man, I haven't done grid in a long time. This grid of dot SLDS call. And I could have another dot SLDS call. I can move this in here. And this will just be my coaching or that little button. Show with coaching. So this button here. No, that certainly doesn't look right. Of course, this just needs to be a lightning button icon. Here is border filled. Yes. And I guess, how do I smush it? Could do a grow none. Okay, promising. So let's add some padding. Definitely this one. And we want something small. Dash X so small. XX small. Okay, that looks good. That was bizarre. Okay, so let's just compare this and this. I mean, okay, I think it looks okay. Add um, coaching, expand. I do sort of want to have a section where I see the coaching. Key fields. This whole section. And I guess I'll just have another div here, or I could just do this. That looks not bad. That looks not bad. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Within here, we can just have is coaching expanded, right? Is coaching expanded equals false. And then within here, we could have get coaching details button icon should run right if it's not expanded, right? It should run down if it is down. And then when I click on this, on click goes handle toggle coaching details, toggle coaching details, yes. And then within here, I could do LWC if close is expanded, then show all this. And boom, 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 boom. But how come that doesn't change? That's because I didn't change here. So this will just be details button icon. So if I go here, great. Okay, so this actually looks pretty good. And you know what? I am going to stop here. It's almost an hour since I've been recording. This whole video is probably going to be about like 10, 15 minutes once I whittle this all down. And that will take some time. So I think we will stop right here. I think we've made some good progress. We made a bunch of mistakes. We're going down the wrong path. And thank you, Google, and thank you, this guy, whoever you are, for telling me about the Lightning Progress Indicator. Amit Singh. Good job. All right. Until the next one. Peace.